Okay.
So for D, would you just do?
All right, so we did B.
20.
B is, somebody asked how do you do B?
No,
D.
D.
Oh, D, all right, C. Use your graph to solve the quadratic. We did that for C. How would you do D? What would a deck with a width of 6 feet cost?
Would you?
Hold on a second. Let's think. I want everybody to think. Hands down a second. So in this particular case, what does this equation represent? What does that mean, Michael?
The one deck with the swimming pool.
It's the area of the deck, but did we know what the deck area was? No. But if they're telling you, what is it going to cost you when it's 6? Can I just plug my 6 in?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
And then your 2,400 becomes 1.
Yeah.
Are you plugging that into the 16.81?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, because at that point, that's what you don't know. Okay. Let me ask you, let's talk about that problem. That problem is just about thinking and making sense of the information. And I want you to know that's one of the hardest things to teach. It is about thinking. And what happens is many of you, just like those other word problems where you plug and chug, or you say to me, oh, I can complete the square, da, da, da. That's the difference between a skill, learning how to complete the square, and the thinking. And that's what I hope that by the end of the year that you will be able to think. To look at your answer, does that make sense? Okay? So, any other questions then on that? Because I'm going to do one more thing with you today. We're not done. And we have 5 minutes, and it's a very, very simple lesson. Okay? So, take out your notes. I want you to write this down.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I have 5 minutes, so let's go. So this next section is solving quadratics by factoring. So how did we do, we had to come up with an equation, but we were using technology, we were using our graphing calculators, our graphs, to help us find our solutions. Told you there are 3 ways that we're going to be solving quadratic equations. One of them was technology, and the second one is by factoring. And that's why I spent a lot of time with you earlier in the semester doing factoring, because you guys need to be pretty adept at that. Okay? And we're going to talk about the principle of zero products. And it's on page 349. And I've written it here. If you have your book open, you can copy it right out of the book. The principle.
Approximate solutions of what? Approximate solutions by graphing.
Okay. So we've done approximating solutions by graphing. We've done that. Okay. And now we're talking about the principle of zero products, which makes so much sense. It's like ridiculous. So if 2x is equal to 0, what does x have to equal?
0.
Duh. Right?
Is that the whole lesson?
That's about it. That's about it. And we're going to use that idea to help us solve our quadratics. Nice, huh? Okay, so this is the rule, and you may copy it down. The principle of zero products. If m and n, so we have 2 numbers there, if m and n are real numbers, and m times n equals 0, okay, similar to that, only there's one unknown, these are 2 unknowns, all right? Then either m equals 0 or n equals 0.
Or both.
Or both, okay? We're gonna hope that that's not the case,
Give us that.
okay, or both. We're thinking about quadratics. We're thinking about a parabola has how many branches to it? 2, right? So we're hoping that we can find those 2 branches, okay? So, also, if m equals 0 or n equals 0, then we know that m times n is equal to 0. Is everybody okay with that concept? And that's called the principle of zero products. Okay? Pretty simple? Okay, I'm gonna just finish my thought. I won't give you homework, but I want to, hold on, just sit tight then. You've got to listen to me. So I'm going to say solve x squared minus 4x equals 12, but here's the difference. I'm going to ask you to solve it by factoring. Now remember what I said, when we have the related function, if we're going to solve it by graphing, I would just graph x squared minus 4x, put that in. And I might also graph 12. But when we are going to set this up to solve by factoring, I am going to rearrange it. Okay, I'm going to write in standard form. I have 4x minus, x squared minus 4x minus 12. Hopefully, you can factor this quickly. What is this?
Wait. X squared, what do you, I don't understand what you mean.
X minus what?
X plus 6 and x minus.
That's a negative.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Okay, let me just finish this. I'll do this again with you on Monday. So, is this a true statement? Okay, you know this? Hold on a second. I am going to say one of these has to equal 0. And that's how we will know what our solution will be.